Guys, today we're here with my friend Paul. Paul has brought a couple of his models. Today we're going to be focusing on his diorama that he recently won first place at the Atlanta Model Show, AtlantaCon. And I'm going to have him talk about the model. We'll show him some details of it and have him speak about how he built this. So Paul, tell me about this model and what your inspiration for building it was.
Well, the inspiration was seeing the movie back when I was a teenager, and just falling in love with the battle scene. So Bandai has got a reputation of having excellent models, very accurate, and so that's what these are. I've got the ATST in 144 scale. I got the Chicken Walker, and two of the Bandai snow speeders. This is pretty much a kit-built snow speeder. The one that crashed, Luke Skywalker's snow speeder down here, I had to modify the canopy. As you see in this one, it's a solid canopy. There's no glass in it. You just paint the glass black. So to see the characters inside of there, it's 1 mil by 1 mil polystyrene that I glued and fabricated the cockpit. The Luke and Dak, they were actually in the ATST kit that were the drivers or pilots of the ATST. The laser cannons, these two laser cannons here, and the power generator, they were constructed using my hot wire foam cutter. Just have a circle cutting jig using different thicknesses of styrofoam, and then spin circles and a styrene rod for the axle. Let's see, the ion cannon. This was just a styrofoam ball from Michael's that I think these are some snow speeder parts that are on here that I kind of kit bashed. This is a Molotov pen, the silver, chrome silver pen. That's the tip off of that. The lasers were from AliExpress. They're just LED filaments. The story about the mountain, the Rebel base. When I built it originally, and I used my hot wire foam cutter, the handheld one, to sculpt it. And when I was finished with it, I was pretty satisfied. It's like, oh, that looks pretty good. But as time went on, I seen other people's work and this kind of stuff. So I did some research, and there was a model railroader on YouTube that was using his rock sides. He was using pine bark nuggets, and that's what this whole top half of this mountain is. I chopped off the original one, and I added layers of pine bark, and then with the snow effect on there, it's really realistic. You have a lot of really fine lines that you couldn't never duplicate out of foam. The trench here, the little rebel soldiers, that's N scale railroad workers. That's, I think, N scale, if memory serves, is like 1/160th, so it's pretty close. So the rest of this kit is 1/144. So I just had to paint them up as rebel soldiers. Oddly enough, they have the little railroad cap, which is kind of a short-brimmed little cap, and that's exactly what the rebel soldiers had. I scratch-built the backpacks for them, and this is piano wire that I use for the little power cables to go to the ion cannons. So that's the build in a nutshell. It was a fun build. It took me a couple of months to do it. I kind of did it in stages. I was doing another larger scale snow speeder, so when I was building and painting that, I was kind of building and painting this at the same time because I had the same paints in my airbrush. So, but that's it. It was a fun build, and hope you guys enjoyed it.
It was definitely a awesome piece to look at. You won. I know you won first place in AtlantaCon. What other awards have you received for this?
Yeah, I took it to Spartanburg. Spartanburg has got last year they had a model contest there. It was called the Forbidden Contest. It won first there, and dioramas also. So it's been also, it was displayed in the Chattanooga show, and it got a bronze there. That was this year, this January. So, yeah, it's done, performed well in shows.
Well, it's definitely an awesome piece to look at. Appreciate you sharing that with us, Paul. And we'll show you more pictures here in just a minute.